What's up, guys? Alvaro here, and welcome back to the Bilingual Stock Market channel. Let's go ahead and talk about some stocks and about what happened today in the markets. And today's Monday. Mario is usually with me on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but this week is going to be an exception to the rule. So we are going to be filming today and tomorrow as well. So what's up, bro? How are you?
How you been? A long time.
Long
You good?
time no see. There you go.
Yeah.
So, dude, we have a lot on the table for this week. This is going to be a crazy week. So we have the CPI report coming out on Wednesday. We have retail sales on Friday. We have consumer sentiment on Friday. We have options
CPI.
expiration on Friday. So we have a lot, but a lot on our plates as of now. But since we are gonna film tomorrow once again, so let's just go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, and some stocks
Hmm.
that are on our watch lists as of now.
Yep.
So today's close was very negative, Mario. So we closed, when it comes to the S&P 500, we closed below last Friday's low, and on top
Hmm.
of that, we closed below the 5-day moving average. So
Hmm.
what do you have over there when it comes to the SPY? The,
For
the
the
bulls the
SPY.
bulls managed to hold 3850 on the S&P, which would be, I don't know, if we want to see things glass of full, that might be kind of positive.
You're
But
talking about SPX?
yeah, the SPX. But go ahead and take a look at the SPY. That's fine. Just please,
Uh,
Mario. Yeah,
all
go ahead and
right.
take a look at the
Let me
SPY
see.
and tell us about your plan for tomorrow's training session.
All right. For tomorrow, if you open below 385, I'm watching for SPY to go all the way down to run a test to the AV VWAP from the June lows, which is at $380. I
Hmm.
won't be surprised if it happens by tomorrow. But this is the fun part, right? Few weeks back, we had a expected move on ES, like 80 points a day. Every day, ES is expected to move 80 points up and
That's
down,
that's
right?
ab- that's absolutely insane.
Yep.
Insane.
Right now we have the expected move for 80 points for the entire week.
Okay.
So comes to show that the volatility has contracted by a lot. But for now, I'm just expecting a slow drop to the downside until the volatility actually expands.
which
But
should be
looking
which should be expanding on Wednesday after the
most likely.
CPI data
Hmm.
report, right? All right.
Yep,
Okay.
most likely.
So
So
if we open below 385, we have room to 380.
380, yep.
There you go.
380 to the downside. I have a zone over here, 381.35 to like 379. So we should come into this zone by Friday. I mean by tomorrow if we open below 385.
Awesome. There you go. Keep in mind, guys, that we have the CPI
On
data report
Wednesday.
coming out on Wednesday, so we might see, kind of downwards pressure into the closing bell
Yep.
tomorrow. A lot of
Hmm.
people are going to be locking in the profit in order to avoid going through the CPI, which comes out on Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. So that is something that you
Hmm.
need to keep in mind, right?
Yep.
Are you getting puts into the waiting for the CPI data report?
No, I'm not. I actually don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I don't have any expectations for the CPI. I couldn't clearly see. I mean, I am expecting some much higher readings, of course,
Oh
but
yeah. Oh
let's see
yeah.
how it plays out.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see how it
mean,
plays
in
out.
my case, Mario, if tomorrow we happen to have a green day, which
Hmm.
I highly doubt,
Hmm.
if we happen to close near 390 or
Hmm.
3900 in the S&P, I might get some
Hmm.
puts. If we
Yeah, shot
close,
it right away.
yeah, if we close below or
Hmm.
near 380,
Hmm.
I might not get, I might not do anything at all. So it depends on tomorrow's close, basically. In my case, okay. And NDX or the triple Q.
Triple Q, I mean, you can clearly see, man, it got rejected at the 50 SMA, the negatively sloping 50 SMA on Friday. And today it's just a follow through to the downside.
Hmm.
So if we close the same as SPY, we close below the 5-day moving average and we close below 290. Tomorrow, if they open below 290, they might run a test to 287 or all the way down to the AV VWAP at 284.50. So those are
Correct.
certain levels to keep an eye out for.
Correct. And today the 10-year Treasury yield pulled back a bit, which is a good sign for the bulls, for the
Hmm.
for the tech sector, tech sector growth, higher multiple stocks.
Hmm.
So if you guys want to take a trade with triple Q, you need to keep a close watch on TNX, the 10-year Treasury yield, obviously. If it
Yep,
keeps on
they're-
going, if it keeps on retracing, then that's a good sign for the bulls of Triple Q.
TLT is making like a series of higher lows here as well from the bottom. That's something to keep an eye on too.
Yeah, TLT is the opposite relative to
Mhm.
TNX. That's
Yep.
the 20-year Treasury bond ETF in
Mhm.
this case.
Exactly.
Okay, bro, Twitter. So, do you think that Elon is going to get away with this? He's going to
Yeah.
have to pay that billion back.
Of course he does.
Okay,
The
but
question is,
yeah,
is Twitter gonna let him go by 1 billion, or they're gonna
Yeah.
sue him for $44 billion? That's
Thi-
the question.
This is going to be a long legal process, bro. This could take
Yep.
years.
Of course
and
it
in-
does.
And in my case, I don't know what you think, but I think that Twitter has room down to $20. This is
Okay,
a
easy.
short all day long. What do you think?
Easy. Yeah, today's close is not so good either. And I mean, this stock is gonna be volatile depending on the news, whatever we get. It's just gonna have wild swings up and down on the intraday basis. So if you're gonna trading this, be disciplined, stick to the price action. For now, $32 is support, and all the way down we have 31.30, which is the lows of Feb 24th. So below this level, below 31.30, Twitter can go all the way down to run a test to like $28,
Correct.
which is actually the lows of June 2020.
Yeah, this stock is a short all day long. If it happens to break $32 at the downside,
Yeah.
that's I am not a put buyer over areas of support, but in the case of Twitter, I might make an exception, bro. If this thing breaks $32, I think that bears are going to get excited.
Yeah, I
And
mean, that's a good risk to reward. If you want to short it, you're not shorting at support, where you're shorting once the support level is actually broken.
broken, correct, exactly. That's my plan on Twitter. Okay, Tesla, bro.
So Tesla minus
Yeah.
low.
I was talking to Eric on our Discord chat today, and both of us were waiting for Tesla at $690. It never hit $690 today.
You guys are planning on going long?
Yeah, on going along at 690, correct. I mean, depending on
Nice.
Nasdaq 100, S&P, it depends on that, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got some shares at $740, but that's those shares I picked 35 shares in order to start a swing trade. So those are shares, So I don't have to be worried about that. But I want to buy calls at 690. If obviously
690.
if that area of support happens to be confirmed relative to or with the S&P 500 and the NDX. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I do agree, because we closed right on top of the support today at psychological support at 700. So if they break below it, we have a zone from $690 to $680 in Tesla. So if we hold on to that, we can trade it all the way up to like $700 again, which will be the resistance to the upside.
But by the way, something that is worth to be pointed out here. Did you see the the amount of money that was invested in call options of Tesla on Friday?
A lot?
Dude, $31 million in call options that expire on July 15th with a strike price of $800.
Wow.
Obviously, those calls were purchased before market close, and 10 minutes after the trading session closed on Friday, the news or Elon disclosed that he is no longer buying Twitter. So, bro, I mean, come on, man. Whoever invested $31 million on Tesla calls, that person or that institution, they dumped those calls today
Exactly.
as soon as the trading session opened. So we saw a massive profit taken. This thing collapsed today as soon as the trading session opened.
You can legit see it happening over here. Look at those candles.
Correct. Yeah. They dumped those calls,
thump,
Mario,
thump, thump.
immediately. You know, the opening bell rang, and it was like, all right, let's dump
758,
those calls.
Done.
And they made a lot of money, by the way. Dude, Meta, this stock was downgraded today.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, if Meta breaks that support of $160, bro, this is going to get ugly.
Oh, 100%, bro.
Yeah.
100%. Because like we're just consolidating here, if you notice, right? Like between 156 and all the way to like 172. We're just consolidating back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So the problem will be if we break below and close candles below 156. Now that's an alarming sign, because it's going to
We
take
have
us
room.
all.
Yeah, we have room down to 152, 153, right?
Now 137 we can
Nah,
call it.
come on, man.
Nah, that's the COVID lows.
Come
That's the
on.
COVID
Yeah, I know
lows.
that's a COVID low. I mean, that would
Yeah.
that would require a bloodbath in the Nasdaq 100, S&P. So it's in the cards. I don't argue that. But in the short term, if we break 160, then we're looking at 153, 154. That might
Yep,
be
we
a nice
have
trade
the
with puts, you know?
we have the bottom at 150.89 and below 150.89. Then like, bro, I don't see anything below 150.89. Like there are
Yeah,
some
that's
levels
me.
here and there, but
That's me being a bull of meta. There you go. So now wait, yeah, I think that 154 acted as lower support a few weeks ago, Mario. 2 weeks ago,
nah,
3 weeks ago.
it's just a back and forth, bro. 156. Let's just call it. But the lows was 154.53.
Correct, 154. Correct. There you go. There you
So
go.
it's just a back and forth between 172 and 154. And if we break below that, we can run a test to 150. But since we are consolidating here for a long time, I don't think 150 will hold as support. And they will push it even further lower if they break this consolidation range.
Gotcha. There you go, dude. Neo, Chinese stocks got killed today.
There you
So
go.
we got news from China. So the Chinese government is imposing fines on Tencent and Alibaba. And dude, those fines are worth $75,000. This is a joke. So I get it. So we are still facing the narrative of the of the Chinese government being anti big tech, and we have the same narrative from the perspective that they are still going to be imposing antitrust measures over the big tech Chinese companies. But this is a joke, bro. $75,000. That's an amount of money that Baba makes in a second.
Yep.
And the same thing goes for Tencent, right? So this was an
So one of the
overreaction.
chains, actually.
I think this was an overreaction. Baba actually recovered the 200-day moving average last week. The chart was starting to look pretty well. Neo, I mean, in the case of Neo, this chart still has a lot of repairs that need to be done. So what do you see in the case of Neo, bro?
Neo, as long as $20.60 is holding, we're just gonna keep consolidating between $23 and like $20 back and forth. And if we break below $20.60, we can come all the way down to run a test to $19.30 or run a test to this 50 SMA, which is currently trading at $18.30.
Would you go on here at any price?
This is we currently closed at strong.
I mean,
support
have you
right
ever
now.
taken a long trade in your life? Ever?
I think I do. If I think about it, you gotta think about
Sarah,
it.
let me rephrase the question. Have you ever taken a long trade ever in your life? Oh man, come on.
I gotta think about it.
Yeah, this was a silly question. Would you go long on Neo? You will never go long on anything. So whatever.
Nah, I mean, we did close straight at support right now. I mean, if the problem with going long right now is if we have another sell-off in Hang Seng today as well, right? And
Yeah,
this
Hang Seng
might-
got killed yesterday. Killed overnight.
Yep. So that might gap us down in Neo as well, and which is actually not a good sign because we closed right at strong support, and with the probability of like Hang Seng gapping down even further. So I say like if we want to go long, $19.30 would be a good place to take the trade on. And below that, we are looking at $18.30 or all the way to like $17.45. So these are the supports which I'm watching.
Correct. And keep in mind, guys, that Neo trades inside the Nasdaq. So if the Nasdaq is getting killed, you'd better stay away or you'd better get put. It depends on the case.
Yep.
So there you go, bro. Tomorrow we're gonna be talking about. Can you please come back to full screen, Mario, so we can
Oh yeah, let's go.
we can wrap up the video. So yeah, tomorrow we have a lot to talk about, bro. Retail sales, CPI, consumer sentiment, and it's gonna be this is gonna be a crazy week. On top of that, we have the the kickoff of the new earnings season. JP Morgan reports on Wednesday. So we have a lot to talk about tomorrow. So thank you very much for hanging out with me today over here, Mario.
No worries, bro.
And stay around, guys. This is gonna be a crazy week. See you guys tomorrow.
Best of luck.
Bye, Mario.
Take care.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.